Lueroi's Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Walkthrough, Part 30. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Alpha Sapphire, and today we're at the Jagged Pass. This is a little mountainside route that you have to go through to get to Lavaridge Town, where the 4th gym is. It's nothing too crazy, it's pretty short and straightforward. So before we go ahead and get down here, let's give the shout out of the day to Peace Owl. And if you want a shout out in the next video, all you have to do is leave a comment below. So there is one brand new Pokemon you can find here in the Jagged Pass, and that Pokemon is Spoink. Spoink is a Psychic type Pokemon that evolves into Grumpig, and it's overall a pretty good Pokemon. The only real downside to it is that you're kind of stuck with some average power moves for most of the game. You don't get Psychic till like the very end of the game for Grumpig. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty all-around good Pokemon. So yeah, if you can see what I just did there, if you hold down the B button on your acro bike, you can hop around and go over some of these ledges. So if you can manage to get the acro bike before coming up here, you can help yourself find a few extra items on this route. Right here we've got TM43 Flame Charge. It's a pretty good physical attacking fire move, 50 base power, and it raises your speed, so yeah, pretty good move. My Combuskin already knows it, but go ahead and check if any of your Pokemon can learn it. And we'll continue to hop along down here. This is where we start running into some of the trainers, so let's talk to this lady. I've been to the hot springs and refreshed my tired bones. Right now I'm feeling strong. Yeah, she was in the hot springs at Lavaridge Town. And Lavaridge Town, it's like, we're probably going to make it there in this video. And after that, it's pretty much straight into the gym, so I would recommend going ahead and fighting all the trainers at the Jagged Pass, get as much experience as possible before you go in there. Because Flannery is a pretty tough gym leader, I'm going to be honest. So yeah, Moonblast is going to take care of this Metatite. If you haven't been watching recently, or you're a new viewer, I did just get a Lunatone, and he's coming along pretty well. He's almost caught up with the rest of the team in levels. We'll see if he can take on this Hariyama, though. And I guess it's not even a he, I keep forgetting Lunatone is genderless. We'll see if it can take on this Hariyama. And I'll do a Hypnosis to put it to sleep. Yeah, that's kind of a easy cop-out for Lunatone, because I'm sure Hariyama would knock him out in one hit with a decent fighting type move. But, yeah, I don't know, I might get rid of Hypnosis just because it's kind of cheap and it's pretty unreliable. It tends to miss a lot. But it is pretty handy when facing higher leveled Pokemon. And check this out, he's confused. He's sleeping and confused at the same time. How's that even possible? Well, I can't remember the last time I saw that happen. Confused and asleep. He must just be having the craziest dreams right now. Alright, so another confusion. Yeah, Hariyama's actually eaten up these confusions pretty well, but I'm not surprised. The thing has a ton of HP. I think it's like 140 base HP or something. So it'll take 3 confusions to knock him out. I actually did attach the Expert Belt to Lunatone to boost up super effective moves, rather than having the Quick Claw on it. And I'm up to level 23, so yeah, that's nice. Oh my goodness, now aren't you something special? Oh yeah. So after you fight this trainer, don't forget to head over to this area because you can find a hidden full heal. And we'll backtrack up the mountainside here. It is really helpful to have the acro bike, otherwise you kind of take one trail down and you miss a lot of trainers and items. But with the acro bike you can go all over the Jagged Pass without missing anything. So let's work our way up here, and we've got another TM. And this time it's TM69 Rock Polish. Giggity giggity. So Rock Polish will boost up the speed stat of your Pokemon by 2 levels. If the effects do not wear off in 4 to 6 hours, call a doctor. TM69 may not be right for you. Mount Chimney's Jagged Pass. Now this is what I've always wanted in a mountain. This jagged bumpiness, it rocks my soul. Alright, let's go ahead and fight this hiker. Hiker Eric. He just loves the Jagged Pass, and he's got a Graveler on his team. Yeah, I'm liking this. We've got Hariyama, Graveler, seeing all kinds of evolved Pokemon, which is a nice change of pace in Alpha Sapphire. I feel like in the original games you would constantly see, you know, Geodudes and Makuhitas, but you get a lot more evolved forms in this generation. And Smackdown is actually gonna take away my Levitate ability, so this is one of the few times you actually see Smackdown carry out its extra effect. So yeah, that's actually interesting. It would make me susceptible to ground-type moves, which would now be super effective against Lunatone. So Smackdown's actually one of the last things you want to have happen when you have a Pokemon like Lunatone with Levitate, but luckily I was faster than the Graveler anyways, so still able to take care of business. But yeah, really quickly, let me heal up that little bit of damage I got done to me. I just don't know how long Lunatone can make it fighting all these trainers all alone, so I have plenty of items anyways, plenty of money, so I will not be too stingy about the healing items. Now when you get to this area right here, you're going to want to go down the middle slope, because you can grab this item, it's a full heal. It's just the worst feeling in the world when you pick the wrong one and realize you have to go all the way back. So, we have another fairy tale girl. What is this little fairy tale girl doing wandering this mountain by herself? Alright, she's got a Skitty on her team, so this shouldn't be too hard. Just keep rocking away here with Lunatone, and Moonshine can give it the good old-fashioned Moonblast, which is working super well for me right now. And another one-hit KO. So yeah, that's nice. Moonblast is such a necessity if you get Lunatone. You gotta go and turn in one of your heart scales, because as you can see, it's just terrorizing everyone. And yeah, Moonshine's closing in on levels with the rest of my team, and honestly probably already has maybe the highest special attack of any of my Pokemon. And yeah, critical hit's gonna help take out this Jigglypuff, so things are looking good for me, up to level 24. So now I think I'm only one level behind the rest of the team. And that's it. I didn't even want to battle! Well, too bad, every trainer's got to fight. Every single time, no matter what. Alright, let's hop down here, and before I fight that Picnicker, let's hop down here, because you can get a super secret rare item. It's an X defense. I hate when they have you go through some huge obstacle like this just to get an X defense. I guess it wasn't a huge obstacle, but still out of my way. This place isn't your casual hike. It's not suited for a picnic. Yeah, why would you be trying to have a picnic on the Jagged Pass? That is ridiculous. Alright, Picnicker Diana. She's got a Gloom. Not a Pokemon you see every day. It's a grass and poison type. So I can give it a Confusion, and that'll be super effective. And I'm starting to notice that the combination of Fairy and Psychic is definitely a pretty good duo. It's pretty good for a lot of super effective hits on Pokemon, so yeah, that Gloom's gonna go down in one hit, and Gloom actually has pretty high special defense. Oh, and here's a Swablu, so actually I usually use Moonblast and Confusion, but I'll go ahead and use Rock Slide because it is flying and it's weak, and I'm gonna miss, of course, but yeah, even though Lunatone has really low physical attack, when you have a super effective shot with Rock Slide, that's a ton of damage, so it's still gonna be worth it, unless it misses twice in a row! Come on, that's ridiculous. What is that, like a 1% chance of happening? Yeah, I think Rock Slide has 90% accuracy. So, third time's the charm, and, wow, that's actually gonna be a one-hit KO, so yeah, don't think that you can't make use of Rock-type moves just because Lunatone is primarily a special attacker. And we'll grab a little bit of cash there. And actually, at this point, you can exit the Jagged Pass. There's nothing else over here. And you can go straight down and get to Lavaridge. But since I have the Acro Bike, I'm going to go ahead and go back up here. I think there's one more trainer, maybe a couple more items. So we'll just backtrack for a little bit here. And I think it's worth it trying to fight every trainer in here. I mean, this is the part of the game where stuff's going to start picking up and moving really quickly. Right after Flannery, you pretty much have one optional route, then you're right at the 5th gym already, so now's a good time to be training your Pokemon, not even for the 4th gym, but for the 5th gym, which takes place basically directly after you get your 4th gym badge. And yeah, this is the guy I was looking for. We got one more camper or picnicker or something like that. Yeah, it looks like it's a camper. Camper Ethan. And he's got a Gulpen, so yeah, there shouldn't be a problem. He's weak to Psychic. Gulpen's a pretty decent special defensive Pokemon, so maybe he'll be able to live the hit, but I don't know, we'll see. Let's go! One hit KO, baby! Nah, not quite. He's gonna use Amnesia, boost up his special defense, but that's okay because he's almost dead anyways. Alright. So, that's it for the last trainer in here. Actually, we're still gonna have quite a bit of time left in this video. I thought it was gonna take longer to get through here, but, yeah, that's it, and level 25! So, it did not take long at all, but Lunatone is caught up with the rest of the team, and at level 25, it learns Cosmic Power. Now, I really love this move. Cosmic Power boosts up your defense and special defense by 1 level. If you guys remember my Heart Gold and Soul Silver walkthrough, I used a lantern, and I used the move Stockpile, which had the exact same effect. And that was a really great strategy for me in that walkthrough. So I'm definitely going to teach Lunatone Cosmic Power, and I'll get rid of Hypnosis. Like I mentioned before, it just misses a lot, and it's kind of a cheap move. So yeah, I don't really want it. But I am very excited about Cosmic Power. Use that move a few times in a row, heal up in between, you start to get an unstoppable defensive Pokemon pretty quickly. Right there, you can go ahead and grab a Max Ether, and that is it for everything in the Jagged Pass. So, yeah, we can get out of here and head into Lavaridge Town, finally. Actually, oh, you know what, there's something I forgot. I forgot a hidden item by that camper. I was just up there, too. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Alright, when you're next to this camper, go a few steps to the side, and you can grab a Great Ball. So yeah, I forgot one little hidden item at the end. Kinda sucks I had to go back up there, because it takes a little bit of time, but yeah, that's everything in the Jagged Pass. So, let's finally get out of here, and now we're in Route 112. It connects to the city, though, so don't worry. If you go down this way, be very, very careful when you come over here. I'm gonna get off the bike. Yeah, if you are not careful, you might accidentally jump over the ledge, and then you will be stuck on the other side. You have to go all the way back around. So just play it safe and grab this nugget. Don't get too close to going over there. I just don't understand what they were thinking. Like, they have all these little areas you can go up the ledge. Like, why didn't they just build one more right at this spot so that people could just walk right into Lavaridge Town? I tell you, man, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, whatever. Let's get back up here and get into Lavaridge. So, yeah, don't worry. You don't actually have to go through Route 112. You're already here, so let's check this out. Lavaridge Town, Pokemon Center Hot Springs, an excellent place for relaxing. I'm gonna go ahead and start off in the Pokemon Center here, because there's a couple of things to take care of. Go ahead and talk to this lady, and she will sell you some Moo Moo Milk. If you guys have watched my other walkthroughs, you know that I love Moo Moo Milk. It's one of my favorite healing items, so I will take a dozen. It only costs 6,000, and they heal 100 hit points each, so it's a way better deal than any potions or anything like that. And it's kind of getting to that stage in the game where, you know, your lemonades and fresh water might not be cutting it, so I'll get a dozen more just to make sure I have a bunch, so I don't run out for a while. Plus, I have a lot of cash to blow in the game right now. When you get to the back here, go out this door on the right side, and you can go over into the hot springs. I guess you can go through either door and do it, but go over to the left side because you can find an ice seal in the middle. Your Pokemon probably won't be getting frozen anytime soon in the game, but yeah, you've got one just in case they do. So yeah, that's everything. A couple things to do at the Pokemon Center, and we'll run over to the Mart really quick. Go ahead and talk to this karate dude. Dance and soul make power. Soul is a way of karate for me. You understand, yes? Now, normally you would just say yes to these types of people because they give you items, but this time you actually say no. And apparently he thinks it's really sad and pathetic that you don't understand his way of karate. He calls you a fool of a trainer, but he gives you TM75 so you can learn the way of the karate master. Wards dance. Dude. Wards dance. Alright, so that's actually a really great move. It will boost up your attack stat by 2 levels, essentially doubling it. And I would recommend Swords Dance if any of your Pokemon can learn it. It's a great move to set up a sweep for one of your fast Pokemon or high attacking Pokemon. And my Combuskin can actually learn Swords Dance, but I think for now I'll keep Bulk Up on him, because it's not really that fast yet and doesn't really have that high of defensive stats. This house on the right doesn't matter, but you have the Pokemon Herb Shop on the left over here. So we'll check this place out and talk to this old man over here. He's impressed that you came all the way over here. He says it's rather commendable, so he gives you a charcoal. The charcoal will raise the power of your fire-type moves by 20%, so I'm probably going to attach this to my Combuskin, boost up its fire-type moves a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and sell some items at the herb shop. I'd rather sell my items to a local store like this, not the corporate marts that you see in every city in this game. But yeah, I do have a lot of items like nuggets, stardust, to get some cash there. The rare bone's worth 5,000, and this comet shard is worth 15,000. So I'm pretty happy I grabbed those hidden items on my way up to Meteor Falls. And I'll shop around a little bit here. Keep in mind all of these items will lower the friendship of your Pokemon. So keep that in mind if one of your Pokemon has something that revolves around friendship, like a certain move or evolution. Otherwise, it's not a big deal, and these items are actually pretty cheap. Now, instead of the heal powder, just go back up to Mount Chimney. You can buy lava cookies for 200. It has the exact same effect. It heals all status conditions, so yeah, you don't really need to waste your money on the heal powder. Same thing goes for the energy powder. You can buy Moo Moo Milk for the same price in the Pokemon Center, and that heals twice as many hit points. Now, the energy root's actually a really good price, but none of our Pokemon even have 200 hit points to heal, so I don't really need to worry about them right now. Now, the Revival Herb, in my opinion, is easily the best one because it revives your Pokemon and fully restores their health. So it's the exact same thing as a Max Revive, only you can't even buy Max Revives anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and splurge a little bit, get like 8 of these Revival Herbs, because I think they're pretty great items. And actually, let's just make it a nice even 10 Revival Herbs. And just remember not to use these items if you're using a Pokemon that you're trying to get high enough friendship to evolve or learn a move from a move tutor or something like that. Otherwise, they're fine with me. This right here is the gym. This is the 4th gym in the Hoenn region, and the gym leader is Flannery, and of course she's a fire-type gym leader. We'll check her out in the next video, though. If you talk to this lady, she'll give you an egg. You can hatch an egg by running around through the game, just like in Pokemon Go, and it will hatch into a Wynot, which is a horrible Pokemon for in-game purposes. I don't even have an open spot in my party. You actually need to take up one of your 6 spots to get the egg, so I'm not worried about it. I don't need a Wynot on my team or anything. And I think that's everything to take care of here in Lavaridge Town. It's a pretty small place, there's not a whole lot to do. So we'll end the video right here, and next time we'll take on the 4th gym leader, Flannery. So thanks for watching the video, everybody. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys all next time for some more Pokemon Alpha Sapphire.